My name's Dr. Dan Fitton. I'm a senior lecturer here at UCLan, so I'm an academic. I do research, I do teaching obviously, and I work with some companies. So the course is MRes Interaction Design. So there's a lot of apps, devices, whatever out there. Most of them aren't very good. Most mobile applications fail, don't make any profit. Interaction design helps you understand your users and create successful products for your users that users want to go back to as opposed to delete off their device. Interaction design is quite an exciting area, and we try and include all the latest technologies in the course, things like Raspberry Pi, Arduino, mobile development, things like that. But the nice thing about interaction design is it transcends these technologies, so all the skills and the practice that you learn are applicable in all the new types of technologies that might emerge, things like smart watches and other interesting things. Everything you learn can be applied in these new contexts. So MRes as a course is slightly more autonomous than an MSc. You get this much larger project that allows you to explore your ideas and develop personally. So you'd be taking quite a big project through the initial sort of requirements, understanding, design, prototyping, then evaluation. So really sort of start to finish product development with a focus on the design. Certainly an MRes could be used as part of professional development. Certainly it could run alongside an existing job. The big project element would certainly be helpful in that regard, in that you could explore a project that maybe your employer was interested in, and obviously you would be able to lead the project and get a lot of academic support. Typically you would have 2 experienced academics supervising an MRes project, so potentially you could add a lot of value, give a lot of benefits back to your employer. And certainly when you return after the MRes, be a lot more employable and have the potential to move into different fields around interaction design and user experience design. People with these skills are in quite high demand because there's a lot of people that can make stuff, but making good stuff is an entirely different area. One of our graduates has done some work with the BBC and is now applying for Microsoft for user experience positions. We've had a few overseas graduates now working for Tata in India, again on sort of user experience design based roles. It's quite easy to realise what's good and what's bad in a user interface, whether it's a desktop or mobile or whatever. But interaction design takes it to a whole new level, where you're thinking very carefully about users and understanding users and their needs, and then doing different kind of designs, and maybe even working with users to create designs, and then finally going through and prototyping and creating the product, which is a world away from having some kind of ideas about what's good and what's bad from your own experiences, which most programmers have when they start creating apps and start going into industry, for example. And really it's a bit of a game changer. It sort of shifts your perspectives and your horizons significantly in terms of not just thinking about making stuff, but making stuff for people that will be successful.